Hi guys, and welcome to the 20,000 subscriber special. Can you believe it? We've actually got to 20k. I think we got to 10k in like July last year, so we've got this 10k even faster, which is madness. So I just want to say a huge thank you to you all for all your support over all this time. I've been doing YouTube full on for about a year and a half now, and like your support, guys, has just been insane. You watch my videos and live streams every week, just really puts a smile on my face, and I couldn't do this without you guys. You know, loads of you support the channel, whether it's through Patreon, donations, or just watching the videos. Like, I can't thank you guys enough. We're now 1/5 of the way to 100,000 subscribers, and if we get to that point, I will get a play button. I can actually call myself a proper YouTuber. But until then, we have got something. Even if we don't ever get there, you know, we've created something incredible. And like, you know, I love interacting with you guys. I reply to as many comments as possible, and I think it's really important. And because of that, I've been able to, you know, really connect with you guys. And it's just, we've had some incredible moments in streams and in videos, and it's all thanks to you guys. Without your support, I couldn't do this. Like, I've been doing YouTube, you know, I started YouTube because, you know, I've been watching other YouTubers and I was like, hey, I can give this a go. And I know how difficult it is to get to 100 subscribers, even 1,000 subscribers, but the fact we're on 20 is just, you know, I never thought we'd get this far and so quickly. So yeah, just a huge thank you to you all. So over the past week, you guys have been sending me questions for the Q&A video. Thank you for suggesting this. I wasn't quite sure what to do, but it was nice to have your guys' input. So yeah, so I've categorized all the questions into like little sections, and I'm just going to go through them. Some people we've had like crossovers, so some of the questions were like asked by multiple people. So yeah, but we'll get to that. But yeah. So here we go. This is my very first Q&A. So this first section is questions about the channel, and quite a few of you guys asked this one, and this was, when and why did you start YouTube? So I started YouTube back in July 2016. I think it was the 6th of July. Basically, I'd been watching YouTubers, like I said, and I'd got my gaming PC, and because I do a lot of performing, I was actually given a microphone for my birthday. And it wasn't until then, until I just kept watching my favourite YouTubers, Alchestbreach and Gopher. If you want to check them out, they're two of my favourites. I had quite a few at the time, but you know, they're the ones that I've stuck with for forever and ever. Anyway, so I had this microphone, which was initially for me to do singing, but it finally clicked in my head that it was like, oh, I've got a gaming PC and I've got a microphone that's a good one. Why don't I start doing YouTube videos? So I started on a game called Evolve, which was quite popular at the time. It didn't really take off, but it was really good. So if you've ever played it, or if you get a chance to play it, I really suggest it. I think it might be free now. I'm not sure, but I'll put a link in the description or something. So yeah, that was it really. I was just starting university, and in that time I was kind of I did it sporadically, so I did it like whenever I was off, when I wasn't in uni. So it was kind of up and down, and like it never really took off. I remember I did like a video, I don't know, like 50 sort of 30 subscribers. Oh god. But if you wanna watch some cringe-worthy content, go and check that out.
Hi guys, well, I cannot believe it. We have got to 30 subscribers.
But yeah, that was kind of it. And I guess I sort of realized the skill set I had, you know, doing graphic design and doing a lot of performing. I felt, you know, YouTube was a natural fit for me, and I just started loving it as soon as I started doing it. So I guess that's the reason really, and it's something I saw as a career. It wasn't just as a hobby, you know. It's something I really enjoy doing. I love doing. But it was something, you know, I was like, I think I can make a career out of this. So yeah, I guess that's the reason. The second question is from Captain Mineral Water, and this is YouTube your main job? And if not, which is the other one? So unfortunately, this is not my main job. Not yet. It might be one day, but not yet. And so my second, I actually have two jobs, but I am a graphic designer. So for one company, I am like the graphic designer and social media manager, so I sort all that out. But then the other company, I'm the graphic designer and web designer, so I look after like 4 websites. But yeah, most of it's like graphic design, so creating posters, booklets, all those types of things. Not as exciting as when I do my gaming stuff, obviously, but yeah. It's it's a job I really enjoy, and you know, I get to, you know, use my skills as a designer in the day, but then also develop my video skills and performance skills when I do YouTube. So yeah, that's my second job, I suppose. That's my day job, and that's why I have no time, everyone, because I have to work all the time. So yeah, so thank you very much, Captain Mineral Water. The next one is from PGR, and they say, do you ever think of one day having YouTube be your full-time job? If you were to ever make YouTube your full-time job, how many subscribers, average views per video would you need? Well, I think that's a bit of a tricky question because I don't really know until like we get there. But I think if you take a look at Wolfie or Zero, that type of size channel, you know, and the amount of views that I guess Wolfie has, he's definitely in a position to do it full time. He might not be doing it full time, but I definitely think he's in a position to do it. So yeah, I mean, at least over 100k, I would say. And it's also depending on how many views, and you know, it's also other ways as well. If you guys, you know, if more of you guys support the Patreon page, which you can check out, there's a link in the description, you know, obviously that would be a way to support it and, you know, potentially get me there quicker. But yeah, obviously I think, yeah, over 100k. And if you look at Zero or Wolf, you know, that type of size channel, I feel like that's where you're probably in a position to, you know, do it full time. So yeah, and I think about it all the time. Obviously that is the dream goal. So thank you very much for your question, PGR. The next one is from Bowser Jr., the energetic daredevil. Where do you get the idea of your profile picture, and is there any more reasons why you call yourself Redhead Gaming beside the obvious one? So the idea of the profile picture was, I mean, it's very much like related to the term redhead. You know, people with ginger hair are stereotypically said to be like have fiery personalities and stuff like that. So he's taking this idea of redhead and fire and putting them together. I also wanted it to be like an emoji. I wanted it to be friendly, you know, a quite nice look at. And it did go through a stage. Initially, it had like it was like just a fire gradient, like in colors. But then, as the channel progressed, I wanted it to look more gamery. So I was having a look around at you know, various inspirations, and one of the ones I really liked was Ninja's logo. So a lot of inspiration came from that, but obviously it's red. You know, it still has a kind of ninja vibe, but yeah, it's not a complete copy, but you know, it takes that type of style, and that was something I really liked. And is there any other obvious why it's called Redhead? I don't think so, other than, you know, my hair's ginger and it sounded cool. I think I'd been thinking of other names, but it was just Redhead. I was just like, that's the name. That's what we're going with. It's not very, you know, it's not very like, it's very obvious what it means, but yeah, it sounded cool and I think it fit me, and I like being called Red. I think that's pretty cool as well. So yeah, thank you for that one. So the next one was asked by a couple of you guys, and you said, what recording equipment do you have? So I will probably do like a full video on this when we get to like another milestone and do like a setup tour or something. But in terms of what I actually record with, I have a Samsung G-Track Pro microphone, which I totally didn't just read off the microphone. I have an Elgato to record console gaming, and then in terms of PC recording, I use OBS Studio or OBS Streamlabs for streaming. And that's pretty much it in terms of recording equipment. So yeah, it's an Elgato 4K 60s plus or something. I'll put a link to everything in the description. It'll be fine. So yeah, that's basically my main recording equipment. I also have like a little an adapter for my iPad, so I can actually record off there. And then in terms of the camera, I have a Sony A6400. And that was a recent purchase, and it's what I'm recording with now, and it's a really good camera. I really enjoy it, and that goes through an Elgato Cam Link. So basically it's like a separate little Elgato that records that. So yeah, that's pretty much my recording equipment. Yeah, like I say, I'll do like a separate vid on like my setup and all stuff like that. So now we're moving on to the next section, and this is questions about me. So there was quite a number of these that loads of people asked, and I thought instead of going through all of them, because they'd be like one-word answers, I decided to put together a little fact file. So I'm going to play this for you now, and yeah, this is just going to be a little bit, all little facts about me that you guys are curious about. So it means it's all in one place, and maybe I'll upload it as like an image or something, just so you've got it for reference. So enjoy. next question about me comes from the wonderful Honor Phoenix, and they say, I'm curious about your family business, as in what type of business and what you do. If it's a restaurant, what kinds of food do you serve? Thanks for being awesome and congrats on 20k. Thank you so much, Honor Phoenix. So our family business, like, we sell a lot of stuff on Amazon and eBay. We sell a lot of gardening products. So yeah, maybe I really am in PVZ. We kind of sell gardening products as well as like construction products as well. I'm not going to name it just for reasons. But yeah, that's what we do. But yeah, it's really nice that you asked, Honor Phoenix. So yeah, it's that's one of the two jobs I work is for the family business. So yeah, that's what we do. We sell stuffs to Crazy Dave. That's what we do. The next set of questions are about Plants vs Zombies, and the first one is from Cameron Napick and Gedico. They both asked us a similar type of question, and they said, how did you get into PvZ in the first place? Now that's a very good question, because I would have only been like, I don't know, 12 or 13 when it originally came out, and I'm gonna be honest, I can't remember how I knew about it. So I played the original one. I think I remember, yeah, like there was loads of games on like computer, like Solitaire and stuff, and I think Plants vs Zombies just popped up, and I just remember playing it, like, and then yeah, but I can't remember too much about it, but all I know is I really liked it. And then obviously quite a few years passed, I played a bit of PvZ2, and then I really got hooked on the first Garden Warfare game, but the problem was none of my friends played it, so it was this Plants vs Zombies was kind of like that game that I just played for myself, you know, that I just personally really enjoyed. And so yeah, so I played a bit of that, but I never really properly got into it, but I just love the franchise, and I think it was more, I think I probably played PvZ2 the most, probably. And yeah, and I played a bit of Garden Warfare 2, but I guess that's I can't really remember the moment that I properly really got into it, but it's just a franchise I've always really loved. I've loved the goofiness and, you know, all that kind of fun stuff. So yeah, I guess that's what really first got me into it. I mean, I can't really remember, so I know it's a bit of a pants answer for you, but yeah, that's the honest truth to you guys. So yeah, thanks for the question. The next question is, what is your favorite PvZ game from Infallible? I guess I don't really have a favorite one. I think that's the thing with PvZ, like a lot of the games are very different. You know, you've got the strategy games, you've got a card game, PvZ Heroes, and then you got the shooters, so it's very difficult to like compare them. I really like PvZ Heroes, I gotta say, but BFN has a really special place, you know, it's a big part of the channel. Garden Warfare 2 is just generally the best shooter. You know, they're all good for different reasons. PvZ 1 because it's the original, and you know, everything about that's just super cool. PvZ 2 just the amount of plants and stuff, even though it's shoved full of microtransactions. But yeah, it's hard to pick a favorite. They're so different. I think that's why and I'm rubbish with favorite things anyway. So yeah, thank you so much. The next one is from Superboy9, and they say, are you on Team Plants or Team Zombies? I have to say, I am Team Plants. The next one is from Araction, and they say, do you think there will be another PvZ shooter? I mean, I think there will be. I think they'd be stupid not to do another one. Obviously, I think they need to go back to the Garden Warfare style of games, but I do think we are going to get another one, but if we do, it's going to be a really long time from now. You know, it's going to be at least, I think you've got to say at least probably 3 years, but it depends if they've been working on something else. But I don't know, BFN obviously didn't go down too well, but I do think they will do another shooter. They were so successful, it would be a real shame if they didn't put it that way. So yeah, that's what I think. I think we'll get one, but not for some time. We also have a question from Official Mind Gabe, and they say, will you ever make your own mods? And I would love to make my own mods. The only problem with it is a time thing. Obviously, to me it seems really complex, but I'm sure it's probably not as complex as it seems. But it's more so like actually having to have the time to be able to learn how to do it. I'd love to do it, like even maybe if it was even like a small thing, but yeah, it'd be really cool. But I don't know, maybe if YouTube becomes a full-time thing, or if I just, you know, have a really want to do it. I think the time and stuff, I'm enjoying what I'm doing now, and I think trying to fit mods into my schedule as well would be like a nightmare. But yeah, no, it's something I'd always love to do. You know, I've always been a big fan of mods. I've done a lot of Skyrim modding, Fallout modding, yeah, so I'm a real big fan of it. But No, it's not. It's 3D mod. I've always wanted to get in 3D modeling and stuff like that. But yeah, it's a tricky one. I would love to do one, but time is precious, and yeah, I don't know when I'd find the time to do it. But yeah. Okay then, thank you very much, Gabe. Next one was from a couple of you guys again, and that is, what is your favorite plant and zombie from the shooter series and the tower defense games? So most of you will know that Sunflower is my favorite. However, it is still Sunflower in the tower defense games. However, since we started playing PVZ2 China, my favorite plant is the singing sunflower. Not just normal sunflower. There is a singing sunflower in PVZ2 China, and that is now my favorite sunflower. So yeah, it's got to be sunflower. In terms of zombies, shooter games, I'd probably say 80s maybe. I really like 80s. Yeah, maybe I would say 80s, and then in the tower defense games, possibly zombie. Probably the Bungie zombie, just because he's so iconic, such an iconic character. So yeah, I think that's probably what I would say. Soldier Gaming asks, in the next PvZ shooter, what new heroes do you think there should be? Oh, good question. I think I've talked about this before, and I think what would work really, really well as classes and as variants is the PvZ heroes characters. I think they're so cool. They have such personality, and I think them being superheroes just lends themselves well to like their own class with their own type of abilities. It's already there, like in PvZ heroes, they've got like Citron as a defense character. Solar Flare is, I guess. I don't know. I was trying to be clever here, everybody, but you get what I mean. And I think they would work really, really well. They're insane costumes. They could do so much with it, and yeah, this idea of them being superheroes, I think that would be really awesome to see. Next one is from Zed, your good friend. What changes would you add to BFN? If no changes, what new characters? I guess the biggest thing I would change with BFN is just the addition of variants. I think that was a huge mistake that I think a lot of the team will regret. It just removed so much replayability, I think. And yeah, it was a change that if they were to change something, I think that was something they probably shouldn't, as that was what made it quite different from like other general shooter games and stuff like that. But yeah, I think that's probably the main thing I changed. The other thing I changed, they just needed more content. They needed to just give us more stuff. I think it'd have, and once we got to the end, they started patches, like it did get a lot better in terms of balancing and stuff. But yeah, it's I think that's probably the thing. Those are the things I'd probably add in. Next one is from NickBGaming. When do you think PVZ3 will come out? That's a good one. I've got to say, I don't know. They haven't given us any information since October, so part of me is like, oh, they've probably just cancelled it. But I think we will get it. I think we will. It might be maybe a year down the line. I don't know. It depends how much they're like completely reworking it or not. Are they like completely like just starting from scratch, because then that'll take a couple of years, or are they like literally just like going, okay, what do we need to review, what do we really need to change? So I don't really know, but I don't think it's going to be like super soon, like maybe next year. I don't know, maybe longer, but yeah, those are my best guesses. Eddie O'Brien asks, what do you prefer, PvZ or Crash Bandicoot? Oh my god, you can't ask me that question. Oh god. Well, so Crash Bandicoot came out, see, I got the name right. Crash Bandicoot came out in 1996, which was when I was born, so a great year, everybody. But yeah, oh my god, Crash Bandicoot was like the first game I properly fell in love. The first game I ever played was Sonic and Knuckles on the Sega Mega Drive. But Crash Bandicoot was the first game I really, really loved. It's my Crash Bandicoot is my childhood game. Like Plants vs Zombies came a lot late, I was kind of a teenager at that point, so I don't know, I can't make that decision. I don't think I can. I mean, Crash Bandicoot, the amount of hours I spent on that is madness. So I don't know, I honestly don't know. I can't answer. You can't ask me questions like that. Okay, let's move on to the next one. Mr. Master asks, will you ever make videos and streams on games other than just Garden Warfare and BFN? Yes, and I tend to do like video, I tend to do other games now and again. I've obviously with how PVC is as it is, at the moment we've got like quite a lot of content and stuff, but if we don't get a new game we might slowly start to run out. But yeah, that's why I did that poll recently, what are the games you would like to see. I think I'd like to do some more mod stuff, like maybe mods from different games, so that's something I'm debating. But yeah, I do like to mix it up, but I know most of you guys come here to watch PvZ stuff, so that's why I tend to do live streams on PvZ games. But yeah, I do like to mix it up, and yeah, maybe we will start to see new games as time goes on and the channel progresses and stuff like that. But yeah, thank you for your question. So that's the end of that section. Now we're going on to questions about gaming in general. First one is from Perry, and that is, what is your favorite game of all time? My favorite game of all time is either, I have two, but they're in the same franchise, is either Fallout 3 or Fallout New Vegas. So they are an RPG game developed by Elder Scrolls, developed by Bethesda. And yeah, so Fallout 3 was like, it's in a post-apocalyptic world. It's an 18 game, so I know that's going to be far too more for most of you guys. but yeah, and the reason why I love Fallout 3 so much is because it introduced me to jazz music. That's where I really got into like old classic jazz. So I guess that in that regard, and it was the first proper open world game I ever played. And I just loved it. I think it has this sort of like it's like future but retro, really like kind of steampunky stuff. So yeah, it's the Fallout franchise is super special to me. But I think the best game is Fallout New Vegas, just because of like it basically took Fallout 3 and just added a ton of other stuff, but kept it so like it just improved on it. Like from like Garden Warfare 1 to Garden Warfare 2, it was that kind of upgrade. So yeah, that Fallout is super special to me, and that will be my favorite game of all time. So yeah, thank you for your question. Next up is, are you going to play spooky games? And this one comes from Delicious Dough. Am I gonna play spooky games? Let me think about that one for a minute.
Hello everyone, we're back in Subnautica, and I've been challenged with an apparent scary challenge, which I'm not looking forward to. So in today's video we're going to be swimming to the edge.
So yeah, your answer is probably not. We might do it as a Halloween thing, and I might poo my pants on stream, but I can't do scary. I'm really sorry. I just can't do it. I can't watch scary movies. I just can't. They scare me too much. I'm a real big scaredy cat, and I can't sleep for a couple of nights. And it's just, yeah. But it would be hilarious. I know. I don't get me wrong. It would be hilarious to watch. So maybe I would put myself through pain for your guys' enjoyment. But yeah, it's not something I would do very often. Put it that way. So yeah, even Friday Night at Freddy's looks scary to me. So yeah, maybe we're not gonna do this. But yeah, thank you for your question anyway. Next one is from Preston Duong. Will you ever play Warframe? I think you said you played it, but you don't anymore. Do you ever plan to return to it again? Yeah, I played Warframe when it was like back when it was like just that super fast paced game. It didn't have any of the open world stuff. It was just a super fast, you know, you just went and you went you just went and did that, and then you came out, you went to certain areas, you got resources, you came out. So it kind of got boring quite quickly, but it was cool. It was a really cool concept, and I loved how all they like yeah, I loved how the mechs and stuff looked, but yeah, I don't know whether it's something I would revisit. I know it's free to play and stuff, but I don't know. I feel like it's a bit like Minecraft. It feels like it's this huge, gigantic thing, and I'm just like, I've never played this before, and everybody else knows loads about it, and I don't know what I'm doing. Like, it just seems there's so much content there. It's like the Elder Scrolls Online. I just wouldn't know where to start, but yeah, maybe we'll revisit it at some point. Next one is once again by NickBGaming. Have you played Stardew Valley before? I have not, but I have heard of it. Maybe I'll check it out. I might not. But thanks for the suggestion. The last two questions are from Infallible, and they say, what games do you play off stream? That's the first one. And I'm going to be honest with you. This is why this is the problem with having two jobs and trying to run a YouTube channel. Is unfortunately I don't get a chance to play games off stream. Like, often I won't even get, you know, because I'm making videos, you know, I might record footage for a video, like I was playing PSZ3 and PSZ2 World, but yeah, I don't get a chance, unfortunately. I would love to. There's so many games I've got installed that I'd love to play, you know, but I just don't get spare time, unfortunately. And that would be one of the advantages if I did get to do it full time. You know, I'd actually be able to, you know, I'd work in the day, and then when I got to the evening, I could actually do stuff. You know, I could actually play games just because I want to play games, not because they're for a video or anything like that. But it's not to say I don't enjoy them, and I don't enjoy doing it. But yeah, I wish I did have more time to play games. The last one is, what is your favorite Pokemon? And I think it's either one of two. Again, see, I'm terrible at favorites. It is either Pikachu, but that's the obvious answer. The other one I really like is Alakazam. A, because the name's super awesome. He looks he looks like he kicked many butts. I like the spoon thing, and yeah, I really like magic. If I ever play an RPG, if I play Skyrim, I love to be a mage. That's always my thing. Just magic just intrigues me so much. So yeah, Alakazam, or I do like Ghost and Psychic Pokemon the most. But yeah, and also obviously Charizard, Charmander, and Charmeleon. Obviously those three. I know that was in the wrong order. It's fine. But yeah, obviously because they're Redhead related. So yeah. But that was the final question. Just got to say thank you guys so much. It's so nice to have all these questions from you guys. You know, I know I have the Discord channel for it, but it's just nice. You know, some of these were like really quite nice and in-depth questions. You know, and ones that I hadn't been asked before. So thank you to everybody who submitted them. This has been really fun. Like, it's been nice. I've got to be honest though. The first bit, the intro, I recorded about 30 times because I kept messing it up and things just weren't working. So yeah, if I sound like exhausted at the start, it's because I recorded it so many times. But yeah, 20,000 subscribers, guys. This has been the 20,000 subscriber special. I can't thank you guys enough. I can't wait to see where the channel is headed. I'll try and keep you up to date. I know we haven't done a channel update for a bit, so I'll probably do that as a separate video. But yeah, as always, I hope you enjoy your evening, morning, afternoon, whatever time of day it is, wherever you are. But other than that, I will see you in the next one. Okay, thanks, guys. Bye. Bye.